XYBERJAE here, and today is going to be a little different. I wanted to report on Bryn the Man. If many of you follow them, you may have heard that the man was arrested. Now, he's not doing anything different than what Paul Miller, Gypsy Crusader, and Paul Joseph Watson from Modernity and Infowars, with a style of Nick Fuentes, are doing. Obviously, Gypsy Crusader did suffer some consequences and repercussions, and now he is too. In this video, the reason for this video and how it relates to this channel of XYBERJAE, I've told all of you that as a cyberpunk AI renegade, I bring information to the people from the grid, from the rabbit hole, because deep in that rabbit hole, the grid is on. Many of you won't go there, so some of us will go down there, get the information, and bring it out to you. Again, what's the point of me reporting on this video? Is to show you that yes, free speech is dead and under attack. I commented that and many agreed that it is. You can't joke anymore, you can't say anything anymore against a certain country, foreign nation, and a certain race. This is what's happening. Many of us, including myself, were affected by it. But there needs to come a point where this is irrelevant and it doesn't affect you. All of this is to just silence free speech. That's all it is. It's to find a reason and a caveat to silence us and to get rid of free speech. Without further ado, let's watch this video as to why he went to jail.
Well, everyone, it's Easter Sunday, the day Jesus came back from the dead. So what better day to come back on here to talk to my beautiful people. As you all know, I spent some time in the clink. And honestly, I don't know if I can do it anymore. Yeah, you fucking thought. You fucking thought. First, let me address all the hate, which is funny because we've actually never received this many hate comments, and a lot of them were from people who follow us. Fucking rats. They just follow to watch and like get turned on by being angry or something. People making fun of Bryn for being upset. Like, look, dude, if you've never had a girl that loved you cry for you, you've just never had the honor. It's an honor to have a girl care for you that much. And for those of you celebrating, rejoicing at the thought of me in jail, this is a two-way street. If you're happy about me going to jail because a hater made a bullshit call because of words that they don't like, who's to say that one day the script won't flip and you'll be the one in jail because of your views? And although that was the most hate I've seen on this page, it was also the most love and support I've seen from our supporters. There was no big names talking about us. There was nothing on X about it. There was no news channels posting about it. There was no influencer that came to try to help. It was literally just this page and the people who follow it. So honestly, thank you isn't enough. I now feel incredibly inspired. We both do. We have a duty to keep this up and never stop. So here's what happened. So obviously, in this country, you can't be arrested for free speech. It's against the law. So what do they do instead? Look at Andrew Tate, for example. It's in the US, but it's the same idea. Whether you love him or hate him, he spoke out and the system didn't like it. So what'd they do? Find BS charges to arrest him on, to shut his ass up, to scare him. Gypsy Crusader. They didn't want him speaking out. What did they do? Made a bullshit call on him, and then the police went to his house, found guns he wasn't supposed to have, and they threw him in prison. Fortunately for me, I keep my nose really clean. So what could they possibly find on me? Not long ago, someone who knows where I live made a call. And what was that call, you ask? What was the call that could have possibly kept me in jail for no bail? Must have been something heinous, right? Must have been about sexual assault. Must have been something crazy. Well, I'll tell you what. Whoever made the call was actually pretty smart. They called to make a report that they heard some violent situation going on in my apartment and that Bryn was screaming, begging me to stop, saying stop abusing him, and that apparently my dog was yelping. You know, the dog that I posted on this page a couple times? But thanks to God, I was extremely lucky because I wasn't even in this state at that time. Meaning, unless there was some fucking ghost in my apartment, there was no one in here to make that ruckus. So I'm really fucking lucky that I wasn't here, or would have been a completely different situation. The reason I say that they're smart for mentioning the dog is because obviously, when the cop gets here, all Bryn has to say is, no, he wasn't hitting me, that's not true. My dog, however, doesn't speak English. So they left a notice at my door, and when I came back into state, I saw it, that they had come to check me out. Call this number, or we're taking your dog in 24 hours. It had already been over 24 hours because we had been on a trip. I call and call and call, nothing fucking happens. And out of nowhere, a week or so later, the officer comes by surprise, probably trying to catch me in the act. I showed him the proof that we weren't even in the state because I actually took pictures of my dog in the state we were at with timestamps. So of course he starts looking like an idiot, tells me to make sure my dog has his shot, shit like that, right? Okay, good to go. And that's it. Wasn't worried about it. Didn't post about it, but I don't want them to feel like they lost or else they'd keep trying. And then, a couple weeks later, I'm driving, minding my own business, when I'm pulled over by the police. I see one cop car, then I see a second cop car. They tell me to get out of the vehicle, and they immediately put me in cuffs. So I'm off to jail, confused as fuck. And I later found out that the reason I had warrants for my arrest was because apparently I had a court date relating to the dog case that they wanted me to come in, prove my innocence, show documents of the dog. But get this, I never received a letter. I never received a notice on my door. Not a phone call, nothing. So how the fuck was I supposed to know I was supposed to be in court? Apparently where I live, that's allowed. But look at the email my apartment complex sent everyone. Random people in the complex that don't belong here. Call the police if you see them. Is it possible that a court date notice was put on my door and the person who made the initial call took it? Now I have a new court date, and now me being seen as someone who's fleeing the law essentially. My dog can be taken away, facing thousands of dollars in fines and potential jail time, because besides the 3 misdemeanors they gave me for skipping court, the original call can be reopened, and that's a felony. You want to know something really interesting? Just days before the arrest, our Instagram account was taken down. Over story posts that had long since been deleted. In our archive, there were screenshots of messages other people sent us. Luckily, we were able to get it back, or we would have no way to update you on this whole situation. Anyways, there has been a lot of confusion, and a lot of people think that my name is Bryn. I go by the man, and the beautiful girl in my videos, her name is Bryn. I've kept my real name private for a while, for obvious reasons, now that we know what happens when people know where to find me. Because these people are too fucking pussy to confront me. They call me a keyboard warrior when I'm right fucking here, and they had my address, they know where to find me, and what do? They call the fucking cops. As a thank you for the support and to show you all how much I love you, I'll be sharing my name. I'm filled with Spaniard European blood. My name is Diego the Man, and I believe that when a black person becomes a nigger, or when a Jew becomes a jigger, there's only one person that can judge them, and that's Jesus Christ. But it's up to us to set up the meeting.
Wow. And this is the thing that I want to go over with you guys. They arrested him over that. We have a homeless problem. We have potholes all over the place. A friend of mine was just stabbed the other day by a black person. And he wasn't doing anything. He was just with his girl, just walking outside by some apartments. He told me they were going to go for breakfast. And he got stabbed. Luckily, they arrested the black guy, but they let him go the same day. See what I mean? There's shootings every day. There's robberies. There's, people with guns walking around. And we're not allowed to open carry in California. So, you go after them? They want to go after whoever talks like that, who uses free speech to their advantage or wisely, whatever you want to put it. Or if you make fun of two certain demographics. One of them is a religion, not a race. A religion is not a race. The other one is just a skin color. We can all make jokes, just like comedians do. And if they don't like it, like he said, talk to us one-on-one. Why involve the police? Who is he hurting? They're giving tickets and arresting people like this for stupid shit like this. Come on. Can we use our resources wisely? We are paying taxes for them to go after that, when they could be doing something else, something more important. But this is the world we live in now. It is becoming just like other countries. I mentioned Paul Joseph Watson. He talks about who he makes fun of all the time as well. Especially the migrants, the fake asylum seekers, or fake refugees, all of them. The ones that are living off the taxpayer, which is us, by the way, paying for them. Well, they commit more than half the crimes over there. People like Paul Joseph Watson report on that. And now people like him, cops are showing up at their door for mean tweets. Free speech is over. It's just a way to arrest people now, to get money out of you, to put you on a system, to put you on a no-fly list, to take you to jail, all of that. It's all a business. At some point, the people need to rise up. I am not, that doesn't mean that I want a Civil War 2.0 or Revolutionary War 2.0. There are other ways to do it. And we all need to get together. It has to start at the local level. Let the mayors know, let the city councils know, like you've seen in my videos, that we are wasting resources and enough is enough. We will have martial law if we do nothing. They are adding more cameras and even more surveillance everywhere. There will be nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Just like him. You could be away on vacation. When you get back, that's how they welcome you back. With threats to send you to jail. It's happening, everyone. It's happening. I am XYBERJAE, and you are the resistance. If you'd like to donate to him, I will leave some links where you can donate to his cause. Thank you.